White people ain't never done nothing to me. You know who I had most of my problems with? Black people. White people have helped me tremendously. I had problems not even with black people. I'm talking about it's a difference. You got black people and you got are our worst enemy in our community.
Sick. Yep. That's sick.
And we need to bring the Klan back. Get rid of Yeah, I said it.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I said it.
I told you.
Yeah, I said it. Yes, I said it.
I'm going to disagree with him if nobody else
Listen what
will.
I'm saying. Don't let your emotions get caught in it.
Langford Cunningham is really an inspiration.
Mr. Langford Cunningham.
Blind City, the podcast. It's headed up by a guy named Langford Cunningham. He had to lose his sight to find his vision.
Welcome to Blind City, the podcast. I'm your host, Langford Cunningham. We are the therapy for these streets.
Everybody got their ops, everybody got their enemies, but for real, now you don't even gotta worry about your enemy. It be, the closest motherfuckers around you.
No, this is real. We getting shot by police. We getting stereotyped.
We didn't get a proper investigation. Well, definitely, I think it's a bunch of bullshit.
Your car got shot up, right?
Yeah, he struck the bullet.
Yeah, you from the hood.
They just passed a law where you can give a kid a gun without the parents' permission.
Wait a minute. They can do what? We got people in power that's not really for the people. They think the people work for them. You work for the people.
We got to talk about the disparities in our community.
Northside look like a bomb didn't hit it.
Hey, y'all, this is Tashara Jones, Mayor of the City of St. Louis, and I listen to Blind City, the podcast.
If you found this content helpful, please share this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Blind City, the podcast. You can find us on all social media platforms.
BlindCityThePodcast.com. BlindCityThePodcast.com. We have a great show this evening. I got young entrepreneurs that's making the city move and pushing the city forward. Young entrepreneurs, black, but they caught up in the trap. It's a lot of violence in our city. Bullets are flying more than pigeons. Princess Storm, how you doing?
I'm doing great. What up, Blind City?
Let's get right to it. You just had a diaper drive. Let's talk about it.
So I collected over 50,000 diapers. The goal was 50,000. I collected about 65,000 plus diapers. I was able to help about 900 families in the city of St. Louis. So if anybody needs diapers, you can come out and pull up to the diaper bank, get you any size, any brand, and they'll get you enough for the week because families are in need, babies, they don't choose to be here. And no matter your color or your financial situation, you're going to collect some diapers.
Don't worry about it. I tell you this though, these careless parents keep leaving these guns in the cars. We ain't gonna have no more damn babies in our city.
Well, listen, I mean, they are definitely, making some mistakes, but they are definitely still making babies also. So that ain't gonna stop.
You got that right. As long as the weed and the egg pills and the liquor stores out there, babies all gonna be made. We got plenty of them in the city. Yeah. You got that right. But we got some special guests just rolled up to the city. And I'm glad to have them in the building. They are pushing the city forward. My first guest just rolled up to the city. My man, Streets 105.1 morning show, Reggie Dubb. Welcome to the city.
What it do, bro? What's up?
Glad you made it, bro. How you feeling?
I ain't get pulled over. I feel good, man. I feel good.
Yeah, you got that right. You better come right when you roll out to West County.
Man, I know.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, Creve Coeur. Right,
if
right.
It ain't North County or North Side, I'm out my element.
That's all right, though. You're not staying in the box, though.
Most definitely.
And then my next guest just pulled up to the city. I like this young lady right here since I met her. Man, she took the streets by storm. Damn, Princess Storm, you're not the only one causing storms in the streets.
Oh, you gotta have it one day. It's just,
Diamond, how you doing?
I'm good. It's just maintaining.
How you doing that? You just do a successful ST Awards show in the city. How you feel?
It's going good. Just, more adjustments, more progress, and it'll be better.
More haters too, right?
Yeah, I got a lot of those. They still talking about it as we speak. I'm just like, what else you want me to do? It was a community situation. I didn't pick anyone.
Right. It's motivation though. Keep doing what you're doing.
They insinuate all these, little smaller group chats. Oh, well, she picked them out. Oh, this and the third. I didn't pick anybody out. I don't know these people.
But we're gonna get back to that. Let's start this show. Let's start this panel. I like it right now. Let's talk about some of these issues in our city. And I want to get your opinion. I want everybody to answer this question individually. Reggie Dubb.
Listener.
Is it too late for the black family to get back together? Or do we still have a chance to bring the community back together with both male and female in the household?
I don't think it's too late, man. Anything could be done with love, I believe, man. Like I say, that's what a lot of the youth missing now these days is love. They missing them grannies that bring the families together on soulful weekends after church. Most grannies I see in the club popping bottles or, following her daughter around that she's still trying to keep up with, But with love, that's what this generation missing is love, man. And with love, anything possible,
Diamond?
I just feel like it's just patience and love, as I could say. It's just, it can happen. It's just everybody got to get on the same page. If ain't nobody on the same page, it ain't gonna never work.
Princess Storm.
I agree with Reggie Dubb. I do think it's possible. I don't think it's too late. We had our first black president, and we never thought that was possible. He had a black wife and he had a black kid. So I definitely think putting the black love in families is possible. And I'm open to life, right? I do believe in like a man and a woman, but if a woman love a woman and that's the way her home is happy, I think that's perfectly fine. If a man love a man and that's the way their house is happy and they raising happy children to be out here in the world to be the next doctor and whatever, I think that's fine also. Like, who are we to tell somebody not to love someone in a correct way? Because you could be loving a man that's beating you up and taking your money and not helping you raise your kids, and now you raising damaged children. So I agree with Reggie. And also too, like, we live in a new world, right? It's nothing wrong with grandmothers popping bottles. They used to do it back in the day, just that it wasn't on social media. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
we had flip phones and walkie-talkies.
So that's what I'm saying. It had pages and things like that. Yeah. So it's still possible. But I feel like the new generation, in my family, the younger people, we are like, okay, what are you doing for Christmas? What are you doing for Thanksgiving? Let's get the kids together. I feel like that conversation is more needed in a household versus like, oh, well, I ain't gonna talk to my cousins and I'm not gonna talk to my auntie because she took my tax money and then called me back. Like that right there should be kind of put to the side and work together. But I definitely believe it's possible.
Okay. Reggie Dubb. We got so many young black men in the streets walking around with AKs, Dracos out in the open, guns on their hips. 18, 19 years old, very emotional time bombs. What do you think can be done to get our young brothers back on track?
Honestly, man, like my era, I'm 38. I came up when it was a Palace, a Saints, a Limelight, you know what I mean? Like, for them to have anything fun to do is gone, man. Like they had their little things here and that little lot. Well, barely, you hear me? Don't nobody ever know about them. I don't know, man. It's deep, man. Like that's all you see. Kids talking about guns and stuff. Like my kids the other day, they came home the other day. They in elementary school, and they came to me talking about the Kill Boys. And it messed me up, man, when they talk. I'm talking about my kids like in the 4th and 5th grade, and they talking about the Kill Boys. And I'm like, what y'all know about the Kill? We saw them. They was speeding. They went all through the lady. But how, the Kill Boy, that's some y'all,
now explain to the listeners who the Kill Boys are.
The Kill Boys are a young group going around between the ages of like 14, 15 through 18, 19. They done learned from some YouTuber or TikTok how to start your car with a iPhone charger. But like every morning, there's somebody on Facebook talking about, look out for my Honda. Look out for my kids and Hondas. And it messed me up. Like this the topic of what they talking about at school. When we was when I was in high school, the topic, we'd be talking about like girls, this, what's going on, BET, 106 in Park and stuff. Mm-hmm. They ain't even got a 106 in Park to watch, bro.
So they talking about kids who call themselves the Kill Boys.
Kill Boys. And
stealing cars.
Well, literally retarded.
They stealing cars, stolos.
Man, like, it's crazy though that this, like, I got a straight 8 and I got, my laid back car, and the kids, they just like, they be so geeked to see it go fast, burn rubber or whatever, but I'm talking about this all day, Grand Theft Auto. Okay, we could talk about something, right? But they actually seeing this. Kids are more to catch on to something if they could visualize it. I could talk all day to a kid about this and that. I'd be doing this. I had that. But until they see it, like I be telling my kids, like I'm a known promoter in St. Louis. And at first, it went one ear out the other until they heard people at their school talking about a promoter bringing enchantment to St. Louis or artist to St. Louis. They was like, that's your daddy. your daddy that dude. But now when they came home asking me about, I want to be a promoter when I get older. Right. First he wanted to be a basketball player and stuff. And it's like, you know.
So we are very influential as a people.
Most definitely.
Because I saw Colors back in the day with Ice-T, and the Crips and Bloods blew up in St. Louis. When that movie came out, it spread it like wildfire through our city. We got so influenced by that movie. When Menace to Society came out, Old Dog, it seems like things we see on TV, at the movie theaters, entertainment, it plays a heavy influence on our culture.
And if they could see it, like right in front of them, like coming up, most boys growing up in the hood, they look at the neighborhood ballers had the big Cadillacs and the big rims and stuff.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
Yes. Yes, I was influenced by it. Yeah.
And then, they seen doctors and nurses and police. You had some that wanted to be police, but 9 times out of 10, the average hood dude wanted that bag like that dude with the big rims and the golds and jewelry.
This is some real great conversation this evening. Let me talk about my sponsor, Master P, Roman Noodles, Creaming Chicken. Pick it up at a local store in your community. We're going to come right back. We got more questions for my guests that just pulled up to the city. BlindCityThePodcast.com. You know what, Tashara? You're right. But they're shutting down more public schools. Sumner, one of the most history of schools of the Mississippi in St. Louis. And it seems like, to me, the city has become the breeding grounds of the penitentiary. They keep shutting down our education system. They sending a lot of the athletes out to the county schools now. It's looking hopeless, Tashara. And I want hope. We hear the politicians saying what they want to do, but it just seems like the ones that are getting in office are not really doing what they say they're going to do. I think some of the politicians think the people work for them. No, you work for the people. And I don't see that spirit. I don't get that attitude when I go back to the hood and ride through. I had eyesight for 50 years, so I remember a lot of things. And then I see some of the nonprofits in the community. They get $100 million a year, Tashara. Where is it going? Turkeys on Thanksgiving? Toiletries? Deodorant? What about Martin Luther King Street? Ragged as hell. And then we honor this man, but the street doesn't honor his character. I mean, we have to invest in our community. How will we do that? How can we get people to believe in that again and everybody move as one wave? Atlanta is doing it. Atlanta is black businesses are booming everywhere.
We don't even have to go as far as Atlanta to see where you can make change. I mean, go as far as Indianapolis, Nashville, Kansas City, where small businesses and black businesses are thriving. All of those cities are within a 3 to 4 hour drive of St. Louis. So what are they doing that we're not?
Exactly.
And I'm the one who's going to go and ask those questions. What are you doing that we're not doing? The mayor of Kansas City is a good friend of mine. He's already endorsed me in this campaign. And I have friends in Indianapolis and in Nashville. I'm not afraid to ask somebody, how did you do that? And how can we learn from you? Because I don't have all the answers. I just don't. But, we've got to do something different. And you talked about investment, just like the disinvestment in North St. Louis was intentional. I'm about to make investment in North St. Louis be intentional. That's what I want to do.
Can you do me a favor too if you win? Well, you're going to win. I'm not saying if or try nothing. You're going to win. I think you have you're coming on a nice momentum. We had Cori Bush that won. I mean, the women, Kim Gardner. The women are making moves in St. Louis. So, but can we get a new swimming pool in Fairground Park? Them kids been swimming in that pool since 1925.
And even then, black kids couldn't always swim in the pool in Fairgrounds Park.
You're right. BlindCityThePodcast.com. BlindCityThePodcast.com. Young entrepreneurs, young and black, caught up in a trap. Got all this violence going on in our community. But guess what? We got some people that are positive and sharing their information and their awareness, trying to make a change in our community. Princess Stormm from Hot 104.1. Reggie Dubb, Streets 105.1. And my man just pulled up to the city. BlancoTarantinoTV. How you doing?
Doing all right, man. I'm glad to be on this podcast. Once again, this is my second time. So I'm trying to see what we talking about today.
Well, we're going to get right into it since you pulled up to the city.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you've been through a lot. You done lost a lot of close friends and family members. You've been dealing with some trauma yourself, but you pulled through it.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Right. Where are you at right now with your life, Blanco?
I ain't going to say too much, but God doing big things for me. I'm going to get everybody hip for the next year, so I'm just let this whole year roll out.
And what about the music? What's going on? I know you were A&R at one point in time. Are you still working for that label, or what's going on?
I'm still working for this label called Protect Artists Entertainment. They under Ingrooves and Universal Music Group. So I haven't really picked nobody out the city yet, so I'm still searching, but once I pick that person, everybody gonna be hip on it, so stay tuned for that.
And speaking of the city, I know you and I talk a lot about what's going on in our city far as music-wise.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. How you feel about that right now? We got Big Boss Yvette. She was at the BET Awards. She represented for the city. I was so proud of her. But how can we get other artists to follow her footsteps, to get them out the city, to get that nationwide prominence?
Some of them got to leave their pride to the side. Some of them out here still in the streets, beefing and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's more in life than just that. I feel like St. Louis ain't unified enough.
You think that's the biggest problem?
Yeah, my opinion.
Reggie Dubb, do you think we can come together as a community and move for one common goal to get the music out there more?
It's going to be hard here in St. Louis, man, because it's like everybody already got their mind made up, man. Like, for real, like, people out here already got their mind made up. It's certain artists that won't even get booked at St. Louis at shows, man, and they popping artists, but people scared to bring them to a venue because something might happen, and they know something gonna happen. But, like, I think, like, the way this generation already is, the generation that's now, it's gonna be a hard thing to do. I don't see it happening.
Yeah, that's real deep. I don't know what we gonna do. We just got to keep pushing forward, keep trying to put the city together, stay positive, and just hope that we can cure this violence. Because I'm gonna be honest with you guys and ladies, I think we are the sideshow for white people.
Huh.
I think when they look at TV, they go, here they go again. Because when you look at the internet, it's always us. It's like, you got T.I. and Charleston White going at it right now. Kanye wearing the White Lives Matter. It's always Negroes. It's always Conan. It's us attacking each other. We do not attack white people. And no, I'm not condemning my people to attack white people. But we do not say nothing back to white people. People that oppress our community. We all know we're not from a level playing ground in our community. Some communities got more resources than us. We know this. But we don't speak on it. We don't attack it, but we go hard on each other like pit bulls, Reggie Dubb. Why they scared of white folks? Or is it consequences if they touch a white man?
It's most definitely consequences.
So you can touch a black man and they feel like they can get away with it.
Man,
no, let's talk about it. It's Blind City.
All right, man.
Let's talk about it. So
I just touched.
So he'll shoot Pookie 20 times, but come up on that white man. He say, I ain't gonna shoot him. The judge gonna hang me.
Yeah, but white on white crime still happens also, and they also are being.
No, but don't derail what I'm saying though.
Yeah.
Why we do not confront white people?
Man, we
come on, Reggie Dubb. Y'all know what I'm talking about is black men. We do not fight the oppressor. We do not attack the people who do things in our community. We know that's not right. And it's not all white people. Don't get this wrong, because there's some good white people out there that help us in our community.
Most definitely.
When I speak of white people, I'm talking about the media and the government. How they do us. Where you think the fentanyl coming from? Ain't no black man flying no airplane. Y'all know that. Black folks scared to get on the damn plane. Hey. Y'all know this. Who drive the boats? It ain't us. We don't go to the Ozarks and get on the boats. We can't even afford a damn boat. How are the drugs coming in, man? How are the guns coming in? When I was in juvenile detention, the kids told me, Mr. C, it's a gun train that comes through the city. I said, what? A gun train? Yeah, they just leave them there and we go get them. Ain't no black man driving no train. Come on, Reggie, let's talk.
It ain't that black people are scared of white people. Like you said, it's consequence. Like sometimes my mama, when I was coming up, used to be on the phone with the white people paying bills and stuff. I'd be like, Mama, why you using that voice? Use your voice, you know? And she, like, it was never an explanation for why she's a talk like that. She was like, I've got to use my white people voice, quote unquote. I'm like, what is that?
Well, bill collector's different. I curse them out when they call my house. No. But what I'm saying, all the guns in our neighborhood, all the crime in our neighborhood, you very seldom hear they shot a white man.
But
you don't hardly hear it. It's always us.
And when it does happen, it's straight quickly brushed under the bus. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm talking about. Why we go so hard on each other, though? You can meet a dude who hate on you because you got a show. Blanco, they been hating you. They been putting you in song. Hey, I'm like, what's the guy you interviewed, Kevin Gates? White people ain't never done nothing to me. You know who I had most of my problems with? Black people. White people have helped me tremendously. I had problems not even with black people. I'm talking about it's a difference. You got black people and you got are our worst enemy in our community.
Sick. Yep. That's sick.
And we need to bring the Klan back. Get rid of Yeah, I said it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I said it.
I told you.
Yeah, I said it. Yes, I said it.
I'm going to disagree with him if nobody else.
Listen what I'm saying. Don't let your emotions get caught in it. There's two different, you got black people and you got
the Klan better not come walking down 20th Street.
They ain't going to do nothing to him. They ain't going to do nothing to him in our city. They ain't do nothing. The Mike Brown, that cop still walking around here. Trayvon Martin, they still walking around here. Stop it. Stop it. But we go hard at each other. Blanco, am I lying or telling the truth? They'll find Pookie before they find Zimmerman.
That's facts. You know how many unsolved murders out here, they got something to do with black people and not white people?
That's what I'm talking about. Because the statistics show that. If I kill that white man, that judge gonna put me on death row.
And that's true.
Kevin Johnson, Kirkwood,
that's true.
They putting him to die on November 25th after Thanksgiving.
Man, and after that man watched this.
So this is facts. But all the murders with Pookie in the hood, they ain't on death row. Why Kevin Johnson on death row? Who he shoot? The cop.
Right.
Now, I'm not saying no type of killing. I do not endorse it all. But I know the laws are one-sided when it comes to us.
It seems like a white person got to like eat the body or something.
Right, Jeffrey Dahmer. You feel what I'm saying?
Correct.
That's what I was gonna think about.
And did you see that movie?
What?
He got a dead body in the car. He driving drunk and the police still let him go. But let that be me and you and Blanco drunk and pull us over.
Oh,
we on the curve.
Naked.
So why won't more black men get jobs as police officers? Why are not?
That's a good question.
Why won't we go in the neighborhoods and set examples for more black men and career paths and things like that? More black people
Storm.
do go to the Air Force and to the Navy and things like that. So I feel like you know we need to highlight the good things.
Hey, Storm, it's crazy because my brother's a police officer.
Is he single? Nah, just playing.
he like what you like.
Oh my God.
No, but it's crazy though. He on the force, but he always complaining to me all the time, man, that he get policed by the police because he's a black policeman. And I'm talking about they be on him like a traffic stop. Bros, he'll show him his badge and everything, but they do the extra. You know, it's the color. You know what I mean? Black police officers are getting policed on the force.
Speaking on this, before we go to the break, I'm gonna go to this question individually. Blanco, what you think about Kanye West wearing the shirt "White Lives Matter"?
In my opinion, I think he just seeking attention.
Reggie Dubb,
I'm Team Boosie, man. Kanye, I ain't.
Princess Storm.
I have a comment.
Storm say, hey, I like my checks, Blind. You ain't stopping my checks, Blind. We'll be right back after these messages. BlindCityPodcast.com.
Blind City, the podcast. It's headed up by a guy named Langford Cunningham. He had to lose his sight to find his vision.
What's up, everybody? It is My Lee. I have a single out called Red Swim. It is on all social media platforms. Please, please, please be on the lookout. And you are watching Blind City, the podcast on ABC 30. Check us out, y'all.
If you found this content helpful, please share this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Blind City, the podcast. You can find us on all social media platforms.
BlindCityThePodcast.com. Don't forget to pick up those Master P Roman noodles, creamy chicken at a local grocery store in your community. I'm going to go get some when this show is over with. I'm telling you that right now. But anyway, I got Diamond still inside the city, the STL Awards, Black by Demand. And she has her friend, her partner, her sidekick, Alicia, $1 Billion Squad. Young entrepreneurs, Black, caught up in the trap with all this violence in our community, but they're doing something positive. Diamond, the STL Awards. It was a success.
Yes.
But it started off with a lot of hate at first.
Oh, child.
All the greats do.
The craziness, and those is February of this year. Like, I basically did it off a community type of standpoint type of thing. So we had everybody vote in specific categories of who they think is best in Louis for these categories. So it went into the multiple choice challenge. Once I got all the tallies, voted up wherever the case may be, and we dropped the nominees. That's when hell broke loose.
Well, like I said, we got so much gang related in our community and so loyal to our neighborhoods. So you're going to get a lot of people who just voting for people, not for their talent, just because they from that community.
Correct.
Where you were asking the people to vote for their talent. So some people might got confused on that, or they just hate it because, they weren't picking the person they wanted to represent for their neighborhood. And Alicia from $1 Billion Squad, how did you assist with Diamond with this?
When I say I was the one she cried to, okay, so I'm still waiting on my check for that. But I mean, I was in the background to let her know. First of all, we didn't give two rats butts about what people had to say about how she was doing it. Kudos to her for doing it at all, because I didn't see nobody doing it prior to. And I know people have done it before, but that was just that. It was something they tried and they moved on with their life. So it's something that she's actually trying to, put in the forefront for us to showcase our talents.
Correct.
I was with that. So even with, how people felt like the voting and stuff went, I personally felt like nobody won who didn't deserve to win. I didn't see one single person who won for something that they wasn't indeed good at.
Well, I just want to thank you, sisters. It seemed like the Black women, matter of fact, Black women entrepreneurs are #1 in the country in the United States from St. Louis.
Yeah, you better know it.
It's not Atlanta.
Period.
It's not Atlanta. Listen to what I'm saying. These are facts. You can Google this information. Young Black entrepreneurs, women, are #1 out of St. Louis. Thank you. BlindCityThePodcast.com.
If you found this content helpful, please share this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Blind City, the podcast. You can find us on all social media platforms.